Speaking of Joe.
Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Well, we did. We beat Medicare.
And you'll never be able to take that away from him, even if he is only a one-term president.
Did you see the thing yesterday, Bill?
Probably. What thing are you talking about?
The little 5-minute blip that he did on the Supreme Court ruling where he comes out and he gives the 4-minute speech and he flubs 3 or 4 times during the 4-minute speech. And all of the liberals said, Joe's back, baby! Woo! Our boy is back! Boy, oh boy. He read it and he flubbed it like 4 or 5 times and he had bronzer on. Joe Biden went orange. Orange is the new Joe.
Orange Man good?
Did you see him?
No, I did not see it.
He was orange. He has obviously, because that was the problem with the debate.
Clearly.
It's obvious that someone said Joe looked too pale during the debate, which he did.
And Trump won based on the fact that he uses tanner.
And so now they put tanner on the dude. There is 0.00% chance that they did not put tanner on the dude between the debate and his appearance last night. And I'm watching him stand behind. Who's he standing behind? What are we doing there? There's someone standing at the podium about to introduce Joe Biden. Are you watching this on #NeverCNN?
Yeah,
I don't understand what's going on.
Slug doesn't explain anything.
No, well, if he comes to the podium and they go to that, let's listen. I want to listen to Joe every chance we get to remind you what a stumbling, bumbling, dementia-addled fool we have as president of the United States. Well, anyway, so the immunity ruling comes out and everybody freaks out about it, or at least the political left. They absolutely freak out about it, saying, Donald Trump's going to kill all of his political enemies now. None of these people have read the ruling. None of these people have read the ruling. Or you're too dumb to understand it. If you read it and are too dumb to understand it, or are too buried underneath Trump derangement syndrome to understand it, well, then I guess you're forgiven. And there's nothing more that we can do for you. Ooh, he's stepping up to the podium, Bell. I'm ready for this.
I apologize for my back. Very impolite.
He's supposedly talking about extreme weather, Matt.
Doing a hell of a job, all of you.
Okay, he's apologizing for his back.
Thanks for that introduction and joining me today at the D.C. Emergency Operations Center. I also want to thank the first responders who risk their lives every single day running into danger to save others.
See that bronzer on him?
Away from
Looks good.
I'm here to talk about how we're preparing and responding to the dangerous impacts of extreme weather and the climate crisis that's affecting people all around America.
See that poor fellow behind him?
Matter of fact, beyond.
Hands crossed.
You know, summer has just started. Already, tens of millions of Americans are under heat warnings from record-shattering temperatures.
Yeah, because of summer.
Last month here in D.C., temperature 100 degrees. In Phoenix, Arizona, 112 degrees. In Las Vegas, 111 degrees.
Hot out there.
Above
in the
normal
desert?
is also expected for much of the country in July, especially in central and eastern United States.
Okay. Climate change talk coming.
This is, I think, going to surprise a lot of people, not you all. But extreme heat is the #1 weather-related killer in the United States. More people die from extreme heat.
Well, we need to
floods,
make extreme heat against the law.
And tornadoes combined. Say that again. Combined. More people die from
Say
heat.
that again. He's reading off the teleprompter. It says, say that again.
And what he won't tell you is that internationally, cold kills more people.
The Caribbean.
Of course it does.
It's the earliest time ever a dangerous Category 5 hurricane has been recorded.
Like in the history of ever?
People impacted islands and communities are in our prayers.
Ever?
And we stand by to provide assistance to them. Look, extreme weather events drive home a point that I've been saying for so long. Ignoring climate change is deadly and dangerous and irresponsible.
Okay.
These climate-fueled extreme weather events don't just affect people's lives. They also cost money, they hurt the economy, and they have a significant negative psychological effect on people. Last year, the largest weather-related disasters cost over, get this, $90 billion.
It must be between, is it between 10 and 4, Bell? Will you do some math on this? It must be between 10 and 4 because he's going fast.
It's 120 in his time zone.
Okay, very good. So there you are.
From Hawaii to Vermont. These events also pose serious threats to our nation's transportation system, to our power grid, farms, fisheries, and forests. In each case, costing lives.
I've got another F word for Joe.
Money. And the impacts we're seeing are only going to get worse get more frequent, more ferocious, hitting our
Unless you
most
pay more
vulnerable
tax.
people in the most hardest hit communities in the world. Look, we can change all that. It's within our power. That's why today I'm announcing 5 new actions my administration is taking
Oh, boy.
to address extreme weather, including heat and other hazards.
Let's hear
The
this.
first,
Let's
the
go.
Department of Labor is proposing a new rule that, when finalized, will establish the nation's first ever federal safety standard for excessive heat in the workplace. This includes things like developing response plans to heat illness, training employees, and
Regulations. Let's regulate
implementing
businesses.
Rest breaks, access to
They're
shade and
regulating
water.
rest breaks.
You think we'd have to tell people access to shade and water? But gradually easing new employees.
But these
into
businesses, they're
enterprise.
evil and they want to kill their
Across the
employees,
country,
right, Joe?
Workers suffer heat stroke or even die just doing their jobs. This new rule will substantially reduce heat injuries, illnesses, and deaths for over 36 million
The
workers
government's the only thing that can protect you from
farm
heat,
workers
everybody.
to construction workers,
Only government can save you.
Construction farm workers, they want to kill
manufacturing
you.
workers, and so much more.
They want to kill you.
Well, it's like with rich CEOs. They want you poor and broke so you can't afford the stuff they sell.
Exactly right.
Senate that led to this rule. Second,
Let's go to number
in the
2.
coming days, my Federal Emergency Management will also finalize a rule to improve our nation's resilience against flooding. Resilience.
Resilience.
FEMA will now factor in the effects of future flooding for any federally funded construction project. That is, you can look at what caused damage.
This
what
dude
broke
is now
down,
saying
and
that
what's the best
future
way to
flooding is an
repair it.
emergency.
Not just bring it back to what it was. But
The
prioritize
Federal
making it
Emergency
better.
Management Agency needs to be
Prioritize
disbanded.
nature-based solutions.
You heard me.
To reduce risk of floods.
You heard me.
Look, third, FEMA is announcing, nearly $1 billion in grants for over 650 projects across the country.
There we go,
To
baby.
help communities protect against natural disasters, including extreme heat,
NGOs.
storms, and flooding.
Let's get them out to the
These grants will
NGOs.
also help advance my Justice 40 initiative.
Let's buy some
To
votes.
deliver at least 40% of overall benefits of clean transit, clean energy, and climate investment to devastated communities.
Let's exploit
The poor
summer.
Communities always left behind. Fourth, the Environmental Protection Agency is releasing a new report showing the continued impacts of climate change and the health of the American people and on our environment. This report will help us prepare better, respond faster.
Wait a minute, but don't
and
we
save
benefit
more
from less
lives.
cold?
And fifth,
Right?
later this summer,
sorry,
my
fifth.
administration will convene the first ever White House Summer on Extreme Heat.
White House
Bringing
Summer
together
on
state,
extreme heat.
Local, tribal, and territorial leaders and international
caption
partners
says it.
who are protecting communities and workers.
White
from
House
extreme
Summer
weather
on
every
extreme
single
heat.
solitary day.
I think he meant summit.
Along with these actions, another reason why we're here today is to get the word out so folks
That it's summertime.
know these resources are available to them and anyone who needs them.
Well, goods are bribe if nobody knows they can
that's
take
exactly
it.
right. And we have plenty of money, right? We're only $34 trillion in debt.
We think
just
everybody
print it.
understands government.
Whatever.
It's complicated. We
It's
want American
complicated.
people to know help is here, how to get that help. Follow the guidance from local leaders and public safety officials.
If
Only
you don't,
government
if
can
you
do
don't take the free money, you're not beholden to us.
Be careful on hot pavement.
And you have to know it's there.
Oh,
to
wait,
take
be
it.
careful on hot pavement, everybody.
Headache, nausea,
Don't tell me what to do.
dizziness. And always have water with you whenever you're outside this summer. Today's announcements build on historic action my administration has already taken to address extreme heat events. We launched a new website, heat.gov. Let me say
Oh,
it again.
we're saved.
Heat.gov.
Heat.gov.
It shares life-saving information and links a
Heat.gov.
new heat risk tool.
Here we
to help
go.
Communities
Heat.gov.
forecast extreme heat. Just enter your zip code and see the heat forecast not only generally, but in your community where you live.
Says the site
We'll
can't
get
be
back to
reached.
Exactly what the heat forecast for your neighborhood is. My Department of Labor also created the first ever national program to protect workers from heat stress. We've invested billions to enhance our power grid, expand.
Hey, Bell,
energy
would it
shortages,
surprise you to know that
so
heat.gov
that lights,
doesn't
air
work?
conditioning, refrigeration, internet.
Must be a
stay on
subsection of the
during heat
ACA
waves, storms, and
website.
other
Yeah, I'm
climate
just going to
change.
go heat.
Building back a different way.
Yeah, I tried. It's
All
not
told,
letting
we've
me
invested
access
a
it.
record more than $50 billion for climate resilience,
Here we go.
including against
I finally got
extreme
on
heat and wildfires. But that's not all. My American Rescue Plan is helping states and cities
Have
promote
shut
energy
up.
efficiency, reduce the
I
impact
wonder
of
how
flooding,
much
and open
this
cooling
website costs.
centers.
Seriously.
People have to know where to go, where they can go.
What'd they spend on,
It's
healthcare.gov?
not automatic. Through the bipartisan
Billions.
infrastructure
30 billion?
law, we're delivering
Billions,
over
billions,
$20 billion
Oh, maybe he just told us. Maybe Joe's answering our questions now. I wonder if he'll take any questions. What do you think?
And storms.
That's the fourth cough.
The Inflation Reduction Act, the most significant climate investment ever in the history of the world, anywhere in the world.
Just mumble through it.
Created 300,000 new jobs, building clean energy.
I know we have a break to take, but I'm fascinated with this.
Unfortunately,
Healthcare.gov is 1.7 billion. Just.
Republican
Oh, is that what it costs?
Yeah, just 1.7.
progress. They still deny climate change.
Are you serious?
They deny climate change even
Are you
exists.
serious?
Yeah, 1.7
This
billion.
website cost 1.7 billion.
Healthcare.gov
Of
did.
health and
Oh,
safety of their
sorry.
own
Well, then this one's probably about the same.
Yeah, well, maybe
whatever.
1.5.
Every single congressional Republican voted against the investments which created these jobs and combat climate change. Many of them are trying to repeal those climate provisions and kill those jobs. I quite frankly think it's not only outrageous, it's really stupid.
Well,
Everyone who willfully denies.
if Joe knows anything, Joe knows stupid.
He's getting aggressive now, man. He said stupid.
He said stupid.
And either is really, really dumb or has some other motive in that. How can you deny there's climate change, for God's sake?
Nobody denies that there's
Let me
climate
close with
change,
this.
buddy.
When
Climate changes
disaster
every day.
strikes, there are no red states or blue states. I've demonstrated that. I said no matter whether you vote for him or not, everyone's going to get treated fairly. They're just communities, not red communities.
Boy, that's a real
blue
change of
communities, they're
policy
just
from the
communities.
previous 45
Families looking
presidents.
For help.
Idiot.
My administration is going to be there for you every step of the way. We just have to remember who we are, for God's sake. We're the United States of America. The United States of America, there's nothing beyond our capacity if we work together. So God bless you all. We're just getting started.
We're willing to.
I'm confident.
Remember,
we're gonna get
work
this
together
done.
means do what
I
we
want to
tell
turn
you.
It over to Clint Osborne, director.
All right. There's
of
Joe
the,
Biden speaking to the American people today about the fact that it is summertime, and in the summertime it gets hot. There's never anything not worthy of exploiting, especially when you are Joe Biden. What do you want me to do? You want me to go to the bottom of the hour and we'll absorb? How do you want me to do it?
Let's just
You
go to
tell
break.
me. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to look over the heat.gov website.